Hello, today we're going to look at Rust structs in Rust and how to create them. You can see here I've made a web page on my red and green site which shows you the code. You can actually copy it from here. What I've also done is I've put in a link to the Rust playground. The Rust playground and the gist, actually, there's the GitHub gist, which is there for you. So what I've done, actually, I've just done a simpler version of this today just to demonstrate in VS Code, but basically a struct. If you're already familiar with C, you'll probably know what a struct is because it's one of the things you'll probably learn in your first year of your student course. So it's like a Python dictionary kind of, but with a, so it's curly braces, key, that's not the value, that's the data type, so that's where the difference with Python is really. So yeah, let's leave the Rust playground for now. Yeah, if you follow that link on my red and green page, which I'll put the link in the description to, you'll be able to come here and you can just experiment with this and you can change the code and then you can run it. And this is their example, so you just modify it and say for instance I changed, say I changed that boolean to an unsigned 8-bit integer, it should cause a problem. Yeah, there we go. Expected U8 found ball, because when I was trying to use it on line 15, yeah, needs a boolean, so let's just change that back. Anyway, I digress. This is the, there's the uptime on my Bitcoin Core Raspberry Pi. I was looking at that earlier. So yeah, there we go. That's the code, and I've tried to make it as basic as possible. So even if you're new to structs, then that example I showed maybe even is a bit overwhelming. So you've got your main function. So I could collapse that, couldn't I? Just for now. You've got struct. So that's the keyword. Student, that's the name you give it. Curly brace to open, curly brace to close, like most things are with C, JavaScript, Rust. So for Rust, put your JavaScript or C head on and you won't go too far wrong when you're doing something like this. You got a comma after each key and data type. So that's a key, and then when we actually use the struct, or we instantiate it, if you're familiar with classes, then you actually you still keep the colon, but then you have the key here on line 12, see the age, so that matches the key in the prototype definition where you define it. So what you're doing on line 3 down to 7 is you're defining it, and then you're actually creating an instance of it on line 10. Student Bob equals student, so student Bob needs the information which the struct called student requires. So we pass it a string, that could be anything, doesn't need to match, so we could call it Rob. Age is just an integer, unsigned 8-bit integer, so in fact that should probably be signed because nobody's going to be minus age, are they? But doesn't matter. And then when you want to use it, you just do println exclamation mark, which is your print macro. Your pairs of curly braces, so the name will go first, followed by a space, then followed by the age. So if we run that, it doesn't look so pretty here, but there you can kind of see it. Rob followed by space, followed by 33. So yeah, that is a very quick intro to Day 3 Rust, learning structs. And if you want to look at my webpage, which has got the links to, it'll have the link to the Rust playground, and it will also have the link to the gist, and also it will have the link to my entire Rust language playlist. So yeah, red and green. If you look on my redandgreen.co.uk website, then you'll find it. You'll find my Rust tutorials, but also if you just go straight to YouTube, you'll find the playlist. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back probably in a couple of days' time with tutorial or day 4. So it won't actually be the 4th day, there'll be a 2-day gap, but you know what I mean.